from Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, where it's just a mere, I don't know, 12 degrees.
It's kind of a warming trend.
Yeah, it was about -8 this morning.
Yeah.
So Yellowstone in late October, and so behind us, we've been hunting bifalo.
Biffalos.
No, that's bison, buffalo. They mean the same thing, so it's
Yeah.
bifalo. And so we wanted to greet everyone with a hello from Yellowstone National Park. We've been enjoying hunting bifalo today. We were able to rendezvous with my daughter and son-in-law for her birthday a couple days ago and have stuck around for a couple of extra days. So anyhow, we wanted to say hello. And, you know, buffalo or bison, whatever you'd like to call them,
Yeah.
you know, you can documentary these kind of animals all day long, but
I'm keeping an eye on them to make sure
yeah,
they're not
because
going
I heard something crack up there, and we have them behind us, and they say to stay
So what
at
are you going to
least
say? Say it quick.
stay at least 25 feet away. I don't think they're going to stampede because they're over there, you know, beefing up or bifaloing up
Well,
for the
they're
winter.
giving you the look like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. So nothing real distinct to say other than just stay warm and enjoy your winter. As we head into the winter, obviously mask up. As you can tell, we're not masked up, but we have one, you know, just in case. And I don't know.
guess I would just encourage everybody to, especially if you've been locked up for a while, to get out and get into some adventure. That may even be walking around your block, but yeah. This trip we had it all planned out. We've had some changes along the way, and because of weather and COVID, and so it's like,
Right.
how are we going to make the best of it
Cancel it.
and
You know, and what
ready
I
for
really,
an adventure?
what I really liked what you said the other day, Brenda, was, you know, okay, Lord, who are we supposed to talk to, and what do you have for us, and all that. But I think it goes without saying, life is pretty much that way. You have all these plans, then it changes, and then my tendency in the past has always been to get upset and frustrated and kind of stomp my feet.
You've done
and
pretty good this
have a
time.
little tantrum and.
Oh, really? Yeah,
yeah.
this is, see, I'm still learning.
Well, what do you mean you've been experiencing?
No, it
So,
hasn't
you know,
been
but
bad.
when those things happen, it's kind of like stop for a second and maybe take a look around because you are going too fast, or maybe the Lord has something to say to you, or maybe you just need to slow down and take a breath.
That's
So,
a good analogy for marriage. I mean, yeah, running into so many people that are just so, their fuse is shorter, I guess, not extending the grace maybe they could with their spouse. And is he moving?
no, they're keeping their distance.
Okay.
They're supposed to stay 25 feet away from the tourists.
And they know that, right?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Anyway, don't change the subject. I'm trying to make trying to make a play here for the, you know.
Oh, marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than talking about conflict and something that's wrong, actually to go have a date night and have what's fun. I caught a recent article from the Institute of Family Studies out of Virginia just before we left, and it's been interesting that those couples who going into the pandemic and coming out of the pandemic, actually the results are is the couples are actually getting stronger, which I thought was kind of interesting because in my counselor's chair, I just hear people coming in and having tiffs and they're upset because they're in close quarters. But it was really nice to read this article, even though it was brief, to catch it, because what they were getting at is that, you know, couples are together, they got nowhere else to go. So let's work on us. Let's go have a fun time. Let's really dig into an issue that's been tripping us up and getting the resources and so forth to be able to, you know, be master it rather than it having it master you.
Yeah.
There's a difference there.
Yeah.
And, you know, mastering a complex issue together is going to make you come out much stronger and encouraging others around you to do the same.
Yeah. Well, I know people have come to us wanting to do we offer these 3-day intensives, and they feel like they're really in a really bad spot, and we'll do a couple, you know, Zoom meetings with them ahead of time and realize that, you know what, yeah, you might be in a rough spot, but it's not as intense maybe as you may think it is, and it's just a matter of just changing the game plan a little bit on how you talk to each other can make a huge difference. But sometimes you need to reach out and get some help to do that. So
Well, I think the intensive is that they've got, how do I put this? They put such distance between the two of them that it's very cold. Maybe it's like
Yeah.
12 degrees,
like
but
now.
it really, it's just cold. They've
Yeah.
grown indifferent. And I think
Yeah.
we actually did a podcast on indifference, how to beat the drift. If you can find that on our podcast menu, please let us know, because I forgot what number it is. But really, when you think about it,
Yeah.
with the couples that we've talked to, once
You're
they
right.
start talking to each other, not barking at each other, but really talking and listening, that's when
Yeah.
things thaw out. And
Yeah.
if they have an intense issue, which is a perpetual issue, it could be because they're really holding a very deep-seated belief or something really emotional that needs to be heard. And if the other one could just simply shut up
Yeah.
and listen to the emotion, and rather than trying to defend yourself, then you might actually get somewhere.
Right.
Because basically you're in a deep freeze because both of you won't warm up your heart and listen to the emotion of the issue that the other might be having, and therefore
Yeah.
you just get colder and more indifferent.
Well, and I think that takes risk if you're not used to doing that, because you might need to take a risk to be able to share,
yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, we have company coming, so we'll stop this right now.
Well, it's some other tourists.
Not another buffalo.
Some other
We'll
tourists.
continue this in a moment.
Yeah, but he's wearing a hat with a tail on it, and maybe it's Daniel Boone.
You
don't
never
know.
know what you find
With
in
an orange
Montana.
coat
Or we're in
on.
Wyoming.
We're in Wyoming
We've been in
today.
3 states, so I don't know. Okay, we'll catch you later.
Catch
Bye.
up. Bye. Okay, so continuing the journey, we are at a place called the Grand Prismatic, which means brilliant colors. And above us, you can see a lot of steam, and then there's two downspouts, I guess you call it, creeks.
Creeks, yeah, waterfall.
That are coming off of the hot spring. So one's over Brenda's left shoulder, and then the other one's directly behind me. So yeah, there it is. So I guess going from being frigid to the other extreme, the water that's coming out of this spring behind us is a little over, I think, 160 degrees. So it's probably not your average hot tub, because if you got in, it'd probably scald you and you'd be dead.
Yeah.
So, that's why you stay on the walkways. But I guess the point of it is in a lot of ways, to keep things hot in your marriage, you need to stay on the walkways. You need to stay within the boundaries that are good for you. You don't want things to get so hot and out of control that they end up hurting one another, like a hot temper or a hot toddy. Maybe the hot toddy's a good idea.
But hot could be a positive thing if you're hot in the bedroom, right?
Well, that's definitely hot.
But hot could be like, you're so hot I can't approach you, I can't talk to you. That's not good.
Yeah, because your temper's too hot and now you're not approachable. Or if
Yeah,
you're too cold.
yeah.
So somewhere
Yeah.
in between. That's why we have these two things in between us, is we need to be balanced between hot and cold. How's that for metaphor?
That's good.
You like that? So
Hold this a minute, because I just dropped my clicker.
Oh,
and I don't want to lose it in the
we
snow.
don't want to lose it in the snow. So yeah, kind of being in the middle. And so we're going to walk up on the walkway and enjoy
We
that.
are?
Yeah, well, we are, but we're probably not going to bring these people with us.
No, I
So-
guess what I wanted to kind of play off of from our last little video is that to be safe enough with each other to really share what's going on. We've worked with some couples where it's just they've stopped connecting. Remember, the connecting is at a heart level, communicating is at a
Head level.
level.
So connectication.
Yeah, and that the connecting needs to happen daily. You can't go a week and like ships passing in the night. That is not acceptable. When you get in a fight, it is not acceptable to not talk to each other for a couple days. That is just Don't do that. Stop it.
Minimum,
Don't.
minimum 25 minutes, maximum 24 hours.
And if you're gonna be pissed off at each other and you need a timeout, that's okay. But what's the rule? Whoever calls a timeout needs
Calls
to
the
say,
time in.
okay, I need an hour and we'll come back and regroup. We may not solve the world's problems, but we're gonna reconnect again.
So maybe you need to be between the two spots and chill out.
yeah.
Chill
Ooh, that's not
out.
gonna
Yeah,
work.
chill
Okay.
out. So, okay, enough of
I
that.
think that's all.
We got no
Just
more metaphors for you.
Love well, have fun. Life's too short to be pissy at each other, okay? Work through your
Crap.
buffalo poop.
El Toro poo
Because
poo.
you guys really, it's not worth the pain that some of you are going through.
Yeah,
It's
because
like-
we're all getting old, so get with it, you know?
And if we can help, give us a call.
Yeah.
I'll give you a kick in the butt and
And
Gil
then
will
I'll
give you a
smooth
hug.
it out from there. Yeah, put some butter on it or something.
We just
Anyway.
want you guys to have the best marriage, the best relationship you can. And
Yeah.
sometimes you have to, get over yourself
Right.
and
So
love
give him the
each
commercial.
other.
Give him the commercial because I'm freezing.
Oh. Who's the macho one here now?
Yeah, find us at gilandbrenda.com.
Hey, and if you ain't got your marriage,
You ain't got nothing.
we'll show you some more scenery around here. It's absolutely gorgeous, you guys.
So either heat up or chill out.
But do it together.
Look at the screen's shaking. That must be because I'm.
You're holding it. You're the cameraman.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, the sun's coming out. It must be
Okay.
13 degrees now.
All
Okay.
right. We'll see you.
Bye.